Are you thinking about becoming an S corporation because you've heard about the tax benefits? In this video, I'm uncovering the costs involved to run your S corporation so you can know both sides to weigh in your decision on whether an S corporation is right for you. Hi, if you're new here, ring the bell and subscribe to my channel for more videos like these. I'm Julie Merrill. I'm a CPA and I thrive on helping business owners achieve their dreams of building more wealth, freedom, and paying less taxes. S corporations are my specialty. I love helping my clients become S corporations, optimize their tax savings in their S corporations, scale and grow their S corporations. There's so many different benefits, but many times you don't hear about the costs involved. Today, we're talking about the costs. First cost I'm going to mention is payroll. As an S corporation, you're required to pay yourself a reasonable salary. With that comes a payroll service. I never recommend clients to do their own payroll. It is the easiest thing to mess up and make mistakes on, and the fines and penalties are huge. So hiring a payroll service to pay your payroll taxes, do your filings for you, is just simply a cost of doing business, and it's something I want you to budget into your costs for your S corporation. If you're using Gusto for a one employee company, it's probably going to start around $600 a year for payroll, just to have them do all of your different payroll runs and filings for you. So let's factor that in as our cost today for payroll. Second cost I want to discuss is your tax return. S corporations file their own tax return, and there's a cost to that. Depending on your location, it could run anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a year just to file the S corporation tax return. There is more involved, and you will be wanting to find a qualified tax preparer who works and knows S corporations so that it can be done well for you and you can really optimize in your tax savings. So again, tax return filing once a year, and that's going to run you anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. S corporations, like other business entities, are registered with the state in which they do business. So we want to talk about now your annual filing fees. Every state has some type of filing, and the costs involved with those filings differs and varies greatly by state. For example, if you're in Montana, it might be nominal, like $20 to $30 a year, and sometimes they even waive it. In California, the minimum is $800 to have a business entity in the state. And if you make above $53,333 in your net income, that jumps from $800 to 1.5% of your net income. So in California, it can grow pretty high just in annual fees to exist and do business in the state. In your S corporation, because now you're in that 1.5% of your net income bracket and you're paying more as your business scales and grows. Let's talk bookkeeping. So for bookkeeping, it is essential in your S corporation. You need to use some type of software. For QuickBooks, you might be able to get a subscription that's going to be probably in the $400 to $600 a year just for the subscription, and it is a must-have. You need to have books. You need to have solid books. You need to not commingle your funds. It is simply just a cost of doing business to have software to track all your income and expenses in your S corporation. Now, if you hire a bookkeeper, if you're not keeping up-to-date records, we always recommend bringing in someone on your team, hiring part-time, or outsourcing that work, because you can't make profit-driven decisions in your business real-time without knowing your numbers, and your numbers aren't known if your bookkeeping's not up to date. So not just the service alone of having bookkeeping software, but if you outsource it, you're going to be running anywhere from $300 to $750 a month for bookkeeping services, and it could even go higher depending on the complexity of your transactions. Now, these are all annual costs I've mentioned in this video. There is, of course, the initial setup cost. If you already have an entity and you're electing to be an S corporation, the costs might be nominal. It might be a couple $100 to file your election to become an S corporation. If you don't have an entity set up, if you're not already an LLC, limited liability company, or a corporation, now we're forming an entity, and you're probably running anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 just for the initial setup of the entity in your state. So just to summarize, we're probably looking at $2,000 to $3,000 a year just in annual costs of running your S corporation, and that doesn't incorporate your initial setup fees. So know that those play into the cost benefit when you're deciding on whether to be an S corporation. Now, I do have a link below. If you go to juliecpa.com/scalc, and that link will take you to a website that's not mine, but it has a fantastic real-time calculator on it. And if you input your net income that you're planning to make, a salary that you're planning to pay yourself, and your state, it graphs out and shows you what your potential tax savings ballpark figure is for becoming an S corporation for your state. So a great little tool online that I discovered and I send all my clients to. Let's just see where that gets you for your tax savings. Now let's factor in your costs. And after this video, you should know what your costs are going to look like just for the S-Corp transition. If you're considering becoming an S corporation, hopefully this was informative on the costs involved, and now you have a tool where you can see the potential tax benefits as well. For more details on what makes an S corporation run and what's involved, we have a free ebook for you. You can go to S-Corp Now What, and I have an ebook that I've written for new and potential S corporation owners to help you in the foundational information and steps that you need to take care of in setting up and optimizing your S corporation. Once again, don't forget to ring the bell and like and subscribe my channel. Share this video with others that you think this would be helpful for, and I'll see you next time.